Welcome, everybody. Welcome to A1R Radio, Psychic Radio. I always do it. I don't know why. It just happens. Anyway, sorry, A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. I'm Rayleen Kable, your host for today, and we're doing Soul Talk. And I'm taking some calls today. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm unable to see the screen. So if there's anything that I missed, I'm sure my wonderful producer will try to let me know somehow, because I don't know if you can see me, but I can see you. So I hope wherever you are in the world, you're having an absolutely fantastic day, night, morning, wherever you are. I'm here on the Central Coast, New South Wales, Sydney, Australia, and we've got a sunny day. Oh my God, it's been so long. We've had a lot of floods in the area where I live, and in the state that I live. So just to fill you in, today seeing the sun is just like the most beautiful blessing. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having the most fantastic time. And, you know, I think I have to be honest with you, I just so love coming on and just sharing with you. And, you know, in the midst of, strong winds and lots of rain, I've become a little cook, I must say. I've become a little connoisseur of making jams and cakes. And even my husband says, oh, my God, he says, you're a good little cook when it comes to cake. So obviously I keep making them. So anyway, today I'm really looking forward to taking some of your calls. I think that's most important. There's a lot going on in the world today, so we really do have to be a little bit more, I guess, upbeat. That's the word. We've got to be upbeat. We've got to keep our vibe high. I mean, for those of you who are just listening for the first time, I am a medium clairvoyant / paranormal investigator / therapist. Oh, my God, I've got a list of things. But it's not about me. It's about you. So I really am looking forward today to connecting with the clients that I will. And, you know, I think as we navigate moving forward, you know, the year, when I look at the year's just gone so fast. Like, we're in July now. Who would have thought? It's just like July. It's like, so I like to look at, and I know for my American friends that you've just had the 4th of July. And so I love knowing that you've had some time with family and friends and potentially just getting out and enjoying Independence Day. Here in Australia, well, we haven't been able to go anywhere because it's been too wet. And I live on top of a hill, and so I had to stay on top of the hill for the lower part of the hill was all flooded. So, so let's just enjoy today's show. Let's keep it all on soul. Let's all come from our souls and really connect. I love the fact that, you know, at the moment I'm observing that there's a lot of beautiful communities out there connecting more. And I just love that. I think that this is what it's all about. It's about us all sticking together. And of late, I've noticed I've had a lot of little old sayings coming back, like, you know, and I think I said that in the last show, but it seems to be a very pronounced thing around me. So it's not like I'm going back in time. I'm where I am, and I know that's beautiful. And I think for all of us, it's a time to just like really honor our own soul. You know, it's like taking that time to really just be you and be you in every sense of the word. And you. All right? Got it? Right. Sorry, I just didn't get anything on my screen. That's my thank you to my producer, Dave. Hi, Brandy. How are you? I'm sorry, honey. I can't see things, so it's a little bit. How are you today, darling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic, my love. How can I help you?
I just wanted to check to see if you see anybody coming through for me.
Any messages coming through for you today? I feel like actually when you first asked that question, I got very strongly 2 souls coming in. And when I got those souls, I got a male and a female really strong. And it's like, but I do feel they're very connected. So I feel like it's like they are a couple or they are connected. Can you understand why I'd say that to you, Brandy?
That you have 2 coming in that are connected to each other?
2 souls, yes, a male and a female.
Yes.
But I feel connected,
yes.
so I would even have say that they would be family. Can you understand why I'm saying that, Brandy?
What is the name?
Sorry, can you understand why I can see two people? Do you know who those two people
Yes,
would be? 'Cause
yes.
they are.
Probably my daughter and my son.
Okay, okay. Are they both in spirit?
I'm sorry, I could not hear that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are they both in spirit? Can you hear me now, love?
Yes, yes. Both my daughter and son are in spirit. Yes.
Ah, so they're both coming together. That's okay. I was wondering why two spirits come so closely. Like normally when we tune in, or when I tune in as a medium, I find that it will be one spirit that will present themselves first and then open the door for the others. But it was almost like in synchronicity, they both come in together. So how beautiful is that? Can I have your daughter and your son's name, please, Brandy?
Yes, yes. They were very close together in death, in birth, and together in life.
Yeah, and they still are, my darling. They're together, so I can definitely let you know that they are standing by. It's like I have a vision. They're giving me a vision. It's like as I see them either side of you, and I must say that to you. I just had this beautiful vision of them being either side of you, which is gorgeous. So, can I have their names, please, Brandy?
Brianna is my daughter's name, and Trevor is my son's name.
Oh, how beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow. Brandy is like you. She's like a mum, she says. Is she very much like you, is she, darling?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Even to look at, I have to say, very much even to look at. And I don't know why, but she points out the nose. What's to do with the beautiful nose?
My granddaughter is named after her.
Oh, how beautiful. Okay. So I'm looking, and it's funny because I feel similarities. Like I'm looking at you, I look at your daughter, I look at your granddaughter. I actually feel like the genes are very, very strong in the female side of the family. Is that right, sweetheart?
Yes, yes. When my
Yeah.
son left, he left 4 girls, and the genes are very strong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love it because you have a strength in your family. And although you've had your losses, I feel that you have it's like you have an amazing spiritual strength. Can you understand why I say that to you? Because it's really strong. It's a faith. And, you know, yeah, can you understand, Brandy, why I'd say that to you, my darling?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. And that will always be your power. That will always be your strength. You know how loved you are. I feel that you are like myself. If I was to be honest, I feel like you're very awake, very aware, very connected. Can you confirm that for me, honey?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I thought so. And I love it because I feel that you have this constant connection. I feel like I could give you messages, but I feel that you can already get those messages. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, and they're very excited, actually, very excited to have you talking to me. It's like you've needed to connect. You've needed to connect not just with them, because I know you connect with them all the time, but I feel that you just needed to connect with like-minded soul. Is that a better way of putting it to you?
Yes. I feel
Yeah,
that they have messages and usually I can retrieve them and I understand them, but lately I just haven't been able to understand what the messages are. And I'd like to know if they have
like they
messages
want
for me.
I feel that they want you to be still. It's almost, and your daughter's saying, Mum, you're thinking too much. You've got too much going on. There's too much energy coming in. And, your daughter, I feel is like a guiding light. So is your son. Don't get me wrong. Your son is definitely, I see his energy. His energy is there to support your daughter's energy, which is really beautiful. But I just feel like you've had too much going on. Could you understand why I'm saying that? It's like I've got all this energy here, and it's not necessarily the pure, normal spiritual energy that you would bring in. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's normally you're normally quite grounded and quite centered and quite open to receiving from the spiritual realms. But I just feel that of late, maybe even the last few weeks or the last month, you've just had too much. So I would even say to you, dear, just keeping your energy grounded again. I feel your daughter and your son will come through in the next few days even. So please, if you can just take what I've shared with you today in grounding yourself and clearing all the other energy, I feel that they will, that it's like they want to come through directly to you. And I love receiving the messages, but that's what they're showing me and telling me, my darling.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope that's helped, my darling, and thank you so very much for calling in today. I very much appreciate, and I send you love and blessings. And so our next call is coming through now, and that is Tony. Hi, Tony. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. What time is it over there where you are?
Like 9 o'clock-ish.
Oh, so is that late for you or early?
Early. I mean, it's like
Yeah, I'm a bit like that
it stays
myself.
daylight until about like 9:45. So
Yeah. All right, dear. How can I help you today, Tony?
what was that?
How can I help you today? Sorry, I think last week I had
I just want.
problem. Yeah.
I just want to know if there's anyone coming through, and if I'm going down the right path. I'm confused. I'm literally confused.
Well, that's the honest truth, isn't it, darling? It's almost like I do feel a male presence very strong, and I almost feel like this male presence was always, I don't know, I feel this was a heart connection. Can you understand why I'd say this? Look, when I say heart connection, look, everyone's a heart connection, but I feel it could potentially be somebody that's been in your life in the past, like a partner. Is that correct?
You said he's passed?
Yes, I feel like he's
It's probably my dad or my brother.
Okay, because I feel this person, it's making sense to me, and I feel both of them do come around you very strongly, but I almost feel like, and they both had a big role in your life, didn't they? Not just, I know that sounds strange to say, I don't mean it, I actually mean it on a deeper level. Sometimes we can have a brother and a father, but they're not as close to us, but yet I feel both of your father and your brother were very close to you. So it's like on another level, one of them in particular they were a strength and guidance with you when they were alive. Is that right, darling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So on another level, I'm feeling this sense, the reason why you're feeling a little bit lost, I guess, excuse me, is because you feel that sense of loss. So how long have they been gone? I feel one of them have not long gone. Is that your brother or your father?
It's going on 3 years for my dad, and it's been 4 years recently since my brother.
Okay. Yeah, so I almost feel that that male energy, that male support, that male protection on a spiritual level, you're feeling that loss. Does that make sense to you, honey? And part of you, though you are on an emotional level, but spiritually as well. So I definitely want to suggest to you, just from what I'm feeling, is the males that are still in your life that give you that sense of strength and that sense of protection, please start connecting again. Okay, because I almost feel like we need to open that door up again. You've got some beautiful things coming in. It's like you've just got a little cloud over you at the moment, and I feel like that's a part of, it's not there for long, but it's just there at the moment. And it's funny, I'm doing this right in front of my third eye. So I want to say to you, maybe there's a good time for you to kind of like step back from a few things energetically, and just give back to you, and know what's important for you. Do you know what I mean? So you know, I'm getting a strong sense of within this next few weeks, the next 3 weeks in particular, I feel like you're just going to get something's just going to come back. It's almost like magic. And I'm a very grounded reader, I have to be honest, but I just feel like, and again, I've got your father and your brother confirming this. So I actually feel like they are helping you, although you may not feel it or may not be having the connections that you normally have with them. They are still working with you, darling. Okay. Sometimes it's harder for our loved ones in spirit to connect because we close off sometimes because, it could be anything. We could have a lot of things going on at work, around the family, just in the community. And let's be real, we've had a lot of ups and downs in the spiritual sense. We've got so much energy out there that's all over the place. So the key for you, I think, my darling, is just to really step back a little bit, take a deep breath, go, hey, okay, what am I overloading myself with? Whether it be spiritually, physically, emotionally, am I taking on too much of everybody else's stuff and not focusing on me? Because that's what Spirit's showing me here. It's really important. And I love your brother and your father. Their energy is just so beautiful. And I can assure you, without doubt, they are bringing that protection in around you. And I actually feel there's a really beautiful sense of somebody coming in to your life in this next few weeks that is really going to kind of like remind you of what it's all about, the joys of life, not the sadness, the loss and the grief and all that, not any of that. This person's going to come in, it's going to be like a beacon of light on some level. And I want to say embrace that, darling. You'll see what I'm saying. In the next few weeks, life's going to start moving forward again. But I think something will change within you as well, where you turn around and go, okay, this is it. I'm doing it. And I can see you looking up and talking to both your dad and your father going, thank you. So I know that you will get the blessings that they are working with you. It sounds like saying behind the scenes, but that's the only way we can put it sometimes is when we have our loved ones in spirit working with us on that level. Can you understand where I'm coming from, honey?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah. So don't lose faith now. Just know that protection's happening, and things are going to change for you. So, if there's some stuff around you at the moment that doesn't feel comfortable, don't stay in that energy, okay? Step away from it for a little while. And it might be work, it might be home, it might be a friend, but just step away from it for a little while and go, okay, I've got to look after me. I know Dad's helping me. I know my brother's helping. Sorry, what's your father's and your brother's name?
My brother's name was Casey, and
Casey.
My dad's name's Norm.
Norm, yeah. I love your dad's energy. He's very traditional. I don't know why, but I feel like he's a very old school. Does that make sense?
Very much so. He was very old school. He used to sing, and it was all the older music that he'd sing. So, yeah, he was very old school.
Yeah, and I love that because, it's funny how I talked earlier in the show about, going back to old beliefs and old sayings that the older generation used to say, and we never stop connecting. We sometimes don't feel the connection as strong, but we never stop connecting. And I can assure you our loved ones never stop trying to help us, even if they are in spirit. They do a lot of things. I've had some stuff going on myself in my home, and I know my mum has been with me and she's in spirit too. So that's hence to say why I was making marmalade jam before the show. I hope that.
Yeah, because last night my bedroom door kept shutting halfway, and every time I'd close it, it'd open again, and there was no breeze. So I'm like, all right, either my dad or my brother.
I think your brother was playing a bit of a trick on you there.
Yeah, he would do something like that too.
He would, yeah. People say to me, Rayleen, do our loved ones change? Well, no, they don't change. They actually sometimes more humble when they move on to spirit. Sometimes they're just as bad as they were when they were here, and I say that in a loving way. So we don't always know how they're going to be. Often it is the lights turn back on for everybody, if you had a hard life on the earth plane, when you go back to spirit, it's like, wow, that's right. This was good stuff up here. I forgot about that. And, people don't, people's sense of humors don't change. Their beautiful soul and what they did for people when they were here, that energy's still with them. They're still the same. They're actually better sometimes because they're free. They're free to be.
And they're
They're
free
free
of all
to
the
be.
pain.
Well, that's true, darling, and so I guess the key while we're all still here on the earth plane is to make our lives a little bit less, let's say, traumatic and stressful. And I think that really does come back. I love this show being soul talk because it does come back to the soul, doesn't it? And, if we love and nurture our soul and feed it the right things, you're a beautiful soul. And I think, you've got an absolutely beautiful family. I love what I'm seeing for you. I have to be honest. It looks absolutely amazing. And I really do thank you so much, sweetheart, for calling in today. It's just lovely to connect with you. I wish I could be there.
I do have a question. Was my dad ready to pass when? Because he lives in Maine and I'm in Ohio, and I wasn't able to get up there in time to say my goodbye.
Okay. I straight away as you was talking, Dad said it was my time, and it was very clear. I hear it was my time. So yes, it was his time. He says to tell you there's no goodbyes, and the interesting thing with that is sometimes people have so much regret because they never got to say goodbye. But you know what? Sometimes, sweetheart, in truth, I believe we're not meant to. And sometimes our loved ones don't want it to be that way for the pain that we'll go through. Do you know what I mean? And I know it sounds strange to say. But, our loved ones, they choose, they know when they're going. And, but, from the moment that they leave their physical body, they are so with us. They are so with us. Yeah, I wish I could give you a hug, my darling. Your father
I wish you could too.
Oh, I'm giving you an air hug. And I know that sounds silly, but I am. Love and blessings to you, sweetheart. But I know, and please know this, that your father's really strong, actually. His energy's so strong. And I understand why he was a source of strength to you, not just being a dad. He loved playing that role. He loved being a dad.
I was Daddy's little girl because I was the baby and I was his only daughter.
Oh my gosh, I know that. I can tell by the pride that you hold in talking to me and talking about you. Do you know what I mean? So, but, always be daddy's girl, he says. And he says, never lose faith. He says, don't lose faith. Put your head up. You've been looking down a lot, not looking up, he says. He says, look up and see what's around you. He's a beautiful man. He loves you very much, and so does your brother, but your dad's doing the majority of the talking at the moment. He says to tell you, you have my strength. So your father was a very strong-minded and physical individual. So remember that. You are daddy's girl, and that is why you are daddy's girl, because you are a mimic of him in his carnation. So when he was here, you watched your dad, you learnt from your dad, you grew from what your dad showed you. And he's reminding you of that. That's all still there with you, darling. That doesn't go with him. He's left the legacy with you. Yeah.
I believe that. I really do.
Oh, bless you, sweetheart. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I hope you tune into my next show, same time next week. And I do send you the most beautiful blessings. And I know that you've got the most beautiful father and brother, but your father is, he made me wink. Sorry, I'm winking because he's a little bit of a wink. I don't know why. Did he used to wink at you when he was alive? Did he give you a little wink every now and then? Why am I winking? All right, my darling. Well, I've got about 2 minutes to go, so I'm going to send you away with all my love and blessings. And I'm so grateful for your call today. And I hope I truly have been of assistance to you. So thank you again. I have had what I would call the most amazing show today. Thank you to callers that have called in. Love and blessings to you and your families in the spirit world. I thank you all for listening and tuning in. I just love it. I just love this world. I love life. So I hope you're loving life. And if you're not, it's time to tap into how to to love and get that joy back. Remember, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Oh my God, I've got podcasts. I've got a lot of work to do, guys. But I am all over the place. So it's Rayleen Kable, if you don't know. And also, just look me up on my website, www.rayleenkable.com.au. Wow, I could have done an ad for that. So, I hope you have the most blessed, beautiful weekend for those of you going into a weekend, and if not, just a blessed and beautiful week. I send my love and blessings with everything that I have. I look forward to next week. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't really plan it, I'll be honest, guys and girls, but I hope that my callers, I hope you find peace in what I've shared with you, and I hope that you continue to have the most beautiful week. It's been lovely as always, and I just love you all, and I want to say a big thank you, and I'm going to say it live. Happy birthday, Dave, to our producer, Dave. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dave. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray. All right, guys, until next week, I will say you rock. You all rock, and producer rocks as well. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and remember, be kind to each other, love your soul, love the place you're in. And if you don't love it, it's time to love it, because we're really blessed. We're in a beautiful time in history to be the most amazing souls that we ever could be. And if you tap into that, you will have the abundance of what the universe can offer you. Spirit is, we have the help here, guys. We have it on different levels. So love you, love thy neighbor, love your life, and I love you no matter what. So on that note, before we run out of seconds, because I have all these seconds and then I have no seconds, so I don't want to run out without saying namaste. So I'm going to say namaste first. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. And I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same station. Don't forget A1R, Psychic Radio, and Moonstruck TV. And please share. We're a great network of beautiful people, and I know that you will enjoy each and every one of us. So have a beautiful day, everyone, and namaste.